the Self-Awareness and Talent Identification course. It is an element of the Walking Bank leadership theory. The Walking Bank theory states that you were in fact born a bank, and in order to realize this, you need to find your talents and monetize them. The Walking Bank theory also states that you should put talent over title, and therefore you do not need to remove yourself from your current day job because that is the main talent that you've identified in order to support your needs. However, it is saying when you put talent over title and you start to figure out what your talents are, then you're on your way to fulfilling that which you are entitled to. So the objective of this course is to understand the importance of self-awareness and identify unique talents and passions. We're going to explore the concept of self-awareness, its role in personal development, and how to apply the Walking Bank theory to talent identification. Understanding self-awareness. So the definition of self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand your own strengths, weaknesses, values, and emotions, and then how all of those connect. And the reason why this is required, the importance of this, is because at the end of the day, it will enhance your decision making. It will improve relationships, both personal and professional, and it will promote your personal growth. So self-awareness would be, let's take the job that you're currently on. Let's take your day job. Because remember, for this particular leadership principle, byproducts are entrepreneurial, right? Those are byproducts. The essence is leadership, leading you, all right? Because leadership begins with you. And so just imagine you're on your day job, and on that day job, you are required to just answer the phones. But you know that you have the skills of typing 70 words per minute. You hear of the CEO's assistant having an issue. You can then offer to assist because you are aware of this skill set that you have. You're aware of this talent. And that then puts it into the negotiation realm while you are at work. And I hope this resonates with you. So if you are not taking the time to recognize the skills that you have, how are you going to put it in play, right? How you have to know that you have it in order for you to then apply it. And that's what's extremely important about this. So here's some activities that I want you to do. I want you to reflect on the following questions. What are my strengths? And what activities make me feel energized? So write that down, and then we'll move on to the next session. Talent identification. In order for you to find those unique talents, you will need to do a little digging, a little excavation. Because remember, this is about finding those buried talents, right? And they could just be right there in front of you, but you're just not aware of them. In order to do that, you may need to do some form of self-assessment, like some skill inventories or personality test. Although I really want you to go more to your core. And what I mean by this is not so much a psychoanalytical test, but just more to your core, the things that you like, what you've already exhibited. So I think you should do a constructive feedback request from your peers, your families, mentors, coaches, pastors. Just ask them, what is it you think I'm great at? What are some of the qualities you like about me? What do you think I'm passionate about? Just to hear what they have to say, what they have observed about you, over the years. You don't have to state that it is about monetizing your talents. You don't want to, interfere with the organic response in any way. So that is how you will start to identify these unique talents. The self-assessment quiz that we have here at the Walking Man Theory, I would like you at this time to go ahead and do that quiz if you have not yet done so. It gives you the 7 pillars of the talent monetization section. The Walking Back Theory, again, is a leadership principle. It is about self-reliance and leading yourself well, because leadership begins with you, right? That's the essence of it. The talent monetization is just merely the application of it, the personification of it. So just something tangible where you can see when you lead yourself, this is possible. The first question on there, which is, do you have a clear understanding of your unique talents and passions? That is applicable to the self-awareness. And I want you to pay attention and do that quiz now before you move on to the next section. The Walking Bank Theory leadership concept tells you that this is self-reliance and leadership begins with you. It is guaranteeing you that you are in fact a walking bank, ergo, because God said, Jeremiah 29 verse 11, I know the plans I have for you, the plans to prosper you. So this is where you look into your experiences, your capabilities, and your passions. And this is where you start to write all of these things down. Okay? And how you are able to apply this, you're going to have 2 columns. You're going to go back to that journal. You're going to have 2 columns, right? One is going to say deposit. One is going to say withdrawal. And I want you to list the positive experiences and the talents that you have recognized on your own. That you have recognized. We're still going to try to find those that are innate, that you can't see, right? The buried talents. But find the ones that you have recognized and that you have nurtured or need to nurture. And then on the withdrawal side, I want you to list everything that drains your energy, or everyone that drains your energy and don't align with your interests, right? Because now those are the activities that you will need to reduce in order to have this balance. Okay. And so this is extremely important in this phase of the self-awareness sub-principle of the Walking Bank Theory. Now, as you list your talents, your passions, and your experiences, and you write down what brings you joy and fulfillment, it will start to take you a little bit closer into identifying those innate talents, the ones that you have not yet observed. It's not yet in your consciousness. Part of the ways, or one of the ways to achieve this, would be to create a SMART goal. Okay, and this is where that specific item, that specific talent that you have identified, and now you're going to measure it. You're going to find ways to measure it. You also have to set a specific time so that you achieve it. Don't just sit and go, oh, I'll get to it. Set that time so you're constrained, all right? Look at whether it's achievable or not, and put it in a way that will make it achievable for you to experience the benefits of identifying this talent. So those are the activities that you need to do, which is get that journal, have the withdrawal, the deposit columns, and then of course I want you to do the inventory of your bank by listing your talents and identify what brings you joy and fulfillment. Okay, so do that and we'll move on to the next section. So in conclusion, I want you to remember that self-awareness is critical to you being able to find those innate talents in order for you to get to the monetization of the talents. If you don't know what they are, then you can't monetize it. If you don't know what they are, then you're not able to apply it in any kind of emergency. You're not able to plan and strategize as to how it will take you from where you are today to where you were born and meant to be. In addition to that, the application of the Walking Man Theory requires you to do this self-assessment so that you're able to guide your path way better than you are doing now. Okay, so in order to do that for continuous growth, I want you to set aside 10 to 15 minutes each week, and you can make that longer or shorter depending on what's happening with you, and start to constantly think of what these talents are. And once you've identified them, start to nurture them, start to cultivate those talents. It is important that you do that. And also, I want you to know that you can book an advisory session. If you are having some kind of a lag time with this, you can book an advisory session with me, Alicia Phidd, and get that personalized talent plan. I will help you to identify what your talents are and to set up for you what's achievable and how you can move forward. So I want to congratulate you at this moment because you have made a critical step in self-reliance leadership. Why? Because you engaged in finding out what this course was about. And of course, you've engaged in accepting that you are, in fact, a walking bank, and it's time to withdraw that which you have deposited and nurtured all this time. As always, roar with you soon.